presented by EA Sports. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets him a couple up to the 27. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Point after try forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week.
There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over with his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Parks. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. (7-7) our score after 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Parks. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Parks. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Oh, nice move. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's got room. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there on the run.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, Swift, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run with Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
One more time with Swift.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
McCann's got it teed up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
164 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
McCann's kick up and good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Check 50, check 50. Check 9, check 9. Let go.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
26 Mike.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's second and a yard. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 173 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
26 Mike.
They're going to look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around. Swift will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally set.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Titans.
DeAndre Swift
55 yards.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McCann now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
McCann's got it teed up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that?
And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
McCann for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
McCann's got it teed up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You got to love it, baby. Give me some more.
Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Titans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watson off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. To throw is Watson. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The throw over the middle taken in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. Pass complete, Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Swift. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Kamara. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Titans are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.